I'm here with Greg Martin, who's a 14-year veteran of Wilson Combat, and he's going to take us through the process of building a Wilson CQB. So if you order one and it comes in here to the Berryville, Arkansas factory, this is how they're going to build it. Greg?
Well, first of all, the kits are put together down the hill in the other building, and then they're brought up here, and the frame and the slide is put in with the kit. The builder will come in here, grab from left to right, grab the gun that's there, go back to their shell.
And left to right is what's the first order?
Yeah,
okay.
This is the first order of build. If someone walked in here right now, that's the pistol they'd grab right there.
Okay, well then you're going to take us back out to the CQB cell,
yeah,
more or less.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Greg, now that you brought the parts kit out here, what's the next step?
Well, the first step is what we call our AOP. And Michael, Eric over there, Jared, Bobby over in the corner, they're the ones that typically do that job. And one of them, they'll get the gun, they'll bring it out here, they'll go through the kit, make sure, you know, if it's supposed to be a carbon frame, they'll make sure it's a carbon frame, all that. They'll do the slide to frame fit, any checkering that has to be done to the frame other than the front strap, they'll hand checker into the trigger guard. Round butt, bobtail, they do all that, fit the barrel, the length, the slide stop.
So these guys are kind of doing the meat and potatoes, getting the slide and frame together, checkering other than the front strap, like you said, which is done on the machine when the frame is made.
And then at the BOP operation, that is the extractor, the firing pin stop, throating the barrel, chambering the barrel, the feed ramp, a speed chute. If the slide, back of the slide needs serrations or checkering, we do that. The mag catch, such as that, is what the BOP operation is.
Okay, so once AOP and BOP's done,
then it goes to the trigger.
Okay, it goes to the trigger. So there's only a few guys that are doing that, right?
We only have 2 guys over here in the CQB cell to do trigger work.
All right, Greg, I think that's the next stop.
Yep.
All right, Greg, we're here at the station where the trigger job's done, correct?
Yes.
Now, these guys were trained by Vic Tibbetts, I would gather.
Yes.
Yeah, because I know Vic trained me back in the day, and he is a maestro at 1911 triggers.
Yes, sir.
So he passed on his knowledge to these guys. Cool. Now, what's generally, how long do they normally take doing a trigger, and where do they need to get it in poundage-wise?
Well, typically about, unless it's specified by the customer, 3 3/4 pounds.
3 3/4 pounds. So how long usually does it take for the guys to do that?
Hour and a half.
Okay, now the trigger's done. Where do we go from there?
Well, from here we go over to the prep station.
All right, let's do it. All right, Greg, we're here at the prep station.
Yes.
Okay, now take us through what they do here.
Well, we have 7 guys that are prepping, and they prep the complete gun. So at any one time, there's 7 guns being prepped over here.
And now, and prep for the guys, the people at home, means
they're getting the gun ready for finish, whether it's bluing, armor tough, case hardening, parkerization.
how long typically on just say a standard 5-inch CQB one of these guys take prepping it and getting it ready for finish?
I'd say probably 3 hours. Okay. You know, armor tough gun, probably 3 hours. A blued gun, probably more.
So once it's done here, what's the next step after that?
It goes to finish, whether we send it off for bluing or case hardening. We actually apply the armor tough finish here in-house, and parkerization also here in-house. And that's where it will go. And then until it comes back from finish, then it goes to what we call final assembly.
Good deal. Well, I'll tell you what, let's head to final assembly since it's right across the room.
Yes,
and
sir.
Check it out.
All right.
Okay, Greg, the CQB's been painted, let's say with armor tough, and now it's back here and it's ready for final assembly?
Yes. This is actually a very important step. Obviously, when they get the gun back from finish, the first thing they're going to do is unwrap all the parts, the frame, and then at that point, they just start putting the gun together slowly, getting the slide onto the frame, making sure all the parts fit, and even putting the sights on the gun here. Double check the extractor tension, they double check the work order, make sure everything's done. You know, if it needed the rear of the slide serrated, they make sure that hasn't been skipped over and missed.
So they go down that checklist to make sure everything's been done.
These guys double check everything we do.
Okay, so once these guys have put the gun together and they went through the checklist, double checked it, where does it go from here?
It goes to test fire.
Okay. Let's head there.
All right.
All right, Greg, we're here in the test fire range. Take us through what happens here.
This is where all of our hard work inside the building is put to the test. All of our guns are test fired here. They use at least 3 different types of ammo: lead, hardball, hollow points with each of the guns. It's hard work. Stand out here and pound out 2,500 rounds of ammo a day, you know.
Is that a pretty typical amount between a couple of test fire guys?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a lot of shooting.
You know, when you're looking at, you know, 80, 100 rounds per gun at the number of guns we're putting out, it's a job.
Yeah, no doubt. Now, once they do this, everything looks kosher. They come back in here for clean up and wrap up, right?
Yep.
Let's check it out.
All right.
Hey, thanks for watching the Vickers Tactical YouTube channel. To subscribe, click here. And to watch some of my favorite videos, click here. Have a good one. LAV out.